Doormat delivery with just an update. I'm not currently delivering. I'm on my lunch break. I did open up Uber Eats and look to see if there was anything close by that might work out. A couple of orders that were okay, but they were only like $3 or $4 and still going 3 or 4 miles, so I declined those. But I was just curious what lunch looked like around here near my office. Not wonderful, but I may try it again sometime. I did get out over the weekend and last Wednesday, and last week ended up with around a little under $300 actually, and around 10 and a half, 11 hours of driving, so getting in the upper 20s per hour, which is pretty good. That was also with some of the promotions that Uber Eats was offering. I did a little bit on DoorDash, but primarily Uber Eats for that time. On Friday evening, I was getting close to wrapping up my shift and took one more order for a Zaxby's, and I got to Zaxby's and they were about to close. It was about 10 till 10 p.m. I think, and I asked them for the order and they said it's already been picked up. And that's happened before, and I've heard that there's options you can do there, so I contacted the customer and asked if they knew that it was already picked up and was it being delivered, and they said no. It tells me right here that you're picking it up, as in me. So I said, I'll go back in and see what I can do. Went back in and asked the Zaxby's employee if it's possible for them to remake the order because whoever picked it up was not delivering it to that person. And they understood, and it was actually pretty nice about it. The manager type person, I guess, or at least the shift supervisor said, yes, we can remake that, just give us a couple minutes. I think it was like a 5-finger plate, and so they were able to pull it all together pretty quick. I ended up waiting maybe 5 or 6 minutes, told the customer that they were going to remake it, and she was saying thank you over and over. I ended up delivering the order and got the credit for it, and went on my way. I give big kudos to Zaxby's for doing that. They didn't have to make that order again, but it was very nice of them to do it, and pretty quickly. So when an order's already picked up, that's one thing you can do, is ask them to make it again, because most likely that order is not going to be delivered. And I did tell that supervisor, I said, you can make the driver confirm that they're picking up this order. I know some drivers aren't fond of having to do that, but if it protects the restaurant and makes sure that the customer's going to get the order, because I really didn't want to cancel it on the person. That was my only other option. So I went a little bit extra mile there for that customer. Didn't give any extra tip, but at least she got her food and I got that order completed and the credit for it. I've been collecting pictures of some doormats that I've either found humorous or just fun to look at, so I wanted to share some of those with y'all today. This first one's, I'm not sure exactly what the meaning is. It says, "We are not sugar and spice and everything nice. We are sage and hood and wish a motherfucker would." Interesting, I thought. Let's see what else we have. Wizards welcome, muggles tolerated. That was kind of cute, I thought, if you're a Harry Potter fan. This guy just doesn't like his dog, or thinks his dog is not friendly to other people, I guess, so there's a big of a warning there. And of course the nice, there's no place like home, and the person who was just very excited to see me that says, "Yay, you're here." I guess they were hungry and knew the Uber Eats driver was on their way. And one more was a nice French flower display, Les Fleurs. Probably not pronouncing that right, but they ordered some Taco Bell, as you can see. Hope everyone's having good luck with their deliveries this week. I'm going to be back at it this weekend, I'm sure. Possibly get some ride-along video footage for y'all to watch.